What's up, people?
Reminders and all of the multiverse hysteria.
Remember last year, those two dudes? Was it last year? These two other motherfuckers showed up here.
Yeah.
Just took over
Claimed to
shit.
have killed us. That we are no more. They were badass dudes. I mean, it took a lot to.
I don't even know who the other guy was. He was covered in like a fucking.
He was just like
He was
spectral form. Punching him, it was like punching like a bag of air. It was insane. I almost got sucked in. Remember, they summoned a guitar out of him.
It's pretty cool.
To play the metal.
We did a reaction with those. Did we? We didn't. We never.
Yeah,
did.
we did reaction, a live reaction, I think.
They did a live reaction. Claude, get it straight. Mural Jr.
Assumption of man into the heaven sphere. Many mansions for champions within its 7 tiers. Evangelists reimagine every 11 years. Pause for applause, evolves to what was never here. Born to death, born to die. Form the flesh, form the eyes. A veritable storm of winged form swarms the skies. Marital norms unperformed, but the porn survives. In the dorms of the storm, they keep warm supplies. Going to lose the use of tooth, horn, and thigh. While I was standing, I was landing. To one hand, one man bands jamming in tandem. He who power naps then plans gathering ransoms. And maps man's laps in a hand lathered and absent. Got a talent, trafficking ramblings. And handing out amazing handmade maps of the labyrinth. Out the back of the wagon, out the back of the madam. Out the back of the magnum, then out the trap of enchantment. Bellerophon with the megaphone. Mega Man, desert zone. Run marathons with sweater zones. That was so simple but hot. In a place where it's so simple but not close.
What the
fuck, dude? He was like, with the sweaters on, and then Satan comes on with the sweaters on, because you know we're down there with him.
His fucking, the density of his lyricism. It's complex as fuck. Every time, like every Lupe song is pretty fucking like complex, how, like, dude.
When you get, because it's like
fucking insane
in the beat.
Yeah.
And when he raps to
unique
the
beat.
And like he did it for like
some halftime shit on the
for
beat.
like 5 words, maybe.
Yeah.
And he was like wicked close to the tempo that
dude
core
murdering that shit.
Drive of the song. Like
this guy is so, you can tell how intelligent he is by listening to his songs. Like he's on his own. He's in his own lane, for sure. To me, like Lupe he's got his own lane. No one has that but him when it comes to this.
To have the platform,
he's so unique.
Be able to, in the mind, to be able to
that's what I'm
rap
saying.
out.
Very,
this,
very, very,
or things
very
like
thoughtful.
Cannabis is another one. It's like, what?
K Reno's another one. Nas is another one. I mean, there's
like their library and
very
their mind
elite,
is so
they have their own
infinite.
Lane. It's fun.
That old little forgot to roll hold chisels, cripples who won't miss us a lot. The old hoes that they won't give you a shot, but you can get the whole pistol, it's gonna hit you a lot. These are real words from a savage mind. Unmaximized man on the average climb, who don't deserve the whole truth in only half your time. Fit the life of a whole booth in only half a line. In the future life, I don't even have to rhyme. We'll get the entire Armageddon with only half the signs. Just yields and railroads, in lush fields with bell toes. Couple huddles of the unskilled but well told. It's unreal how off one deal to sell souls. That he got him by the dozen. Medunia oblongata is what got him by the oven. Like how the moon shine is what got him by the cousin. He got her by the bottom and he bout to stick his tongue in. Such an unsettling scene, an obscene setting for the unwedding of rings. The sharpest dresser at the unheading of queens. The architecture is something you've never seen. Dream clean. It's 3 words at the same time. They kill 3 birds with the same. And one each and every hand with the same bluffing. Answers each and every man with the same question. What is it? But you still wanna know, but I already done did it. basics is all, but it's already specific. If we doing what's already done, that means it's already terrific. That's rather meta-poetic, and just to acknowledge that as an extra exhibit to what's already within it. The galleries lack the wall space, so I made a gallery of galleries made of all space. If it was more small, it'd be Moore's Law. From the land of the Poe where we Warsaw. From the hand of a pro to a...
From the land of the Poe, we be Warsaw. Poland. Dude, the way he... Oh my
and
God.
I
mean, that's just a small
right
sample
there in that lyric and the way he said that, it was like he was speaking of Jesus. And like, if you think about it, like God is the Father, Jesus is the Son, and so if God's name is Mural, then
Mural Jr.
he would be Mural Jr. And I don't know why, that's probably not even close to what this is all speaking on. Just how
you
much
guys
it
will
works.
always...
That's
you
my
guys are
connection.
Very informative in the comments. We appreciate that. There's people that go hard in the comments.
Yeah. And
Artists
and
like
it's so
this.
cool to hear that
Very
different
intelligent
side, because
people.
I honestly, that's my honest just
Hey,
initial
that's the beauty
take.
of music. So that's the beauty of it, though. It's meant for many interpretations, you know?
Yeah.
Which... And it's cool to find out actually, you know, oh, it's actually
It's like,
this.
oh,
If you
that's
never
what it
got,
is.
you know, if you weren't, you know, if you didn't figure right then, but still, yeah.
Poor job, make a stand at the store to the snow thaw. Went from paper boy to editor, throwing Ars Poetica with the arms of Federer. On the porches and steps of the farmhouses of settlers, one of several sets who can come and charm the predators. We who measure the measuring tools of measurers, we who pleasure the pleasure tubes of pleasurers, we who lecture at treasured schools of lecturers, we who question the treasured rules of leveragers. Born to death, born to die, more correct, immortalized. In a war where your performance score is your salary, it's like fantasies combating your mortality. I'm just trying to restore sanity. Sigmund Freud, boy, Leroy to your vanity. To instill what kills krill, destroys manatee. So heal spills, but still seal deals that build factories. What looks Roman senator in it reveals Maccabees. So never just trust off guts, but what's actually, unless it's Quados. Now we back to pillars of salt. I recall back peeling potatoes. In hindsight, maybe attack of killer tomatoes. A Caesar shoulders carrying plenty and payloads. Now that's another strata, but I was making sense. Then cop out took the highway, and I was making chips. A nappy head karate kid, I was breaking bricks. Can fight like Tekken 5, even taking 6. This rehabilitation, I be taking trips. Don't ruin us, God said. I won't make a dent, Harley, but I'm still Harvey. I hope this making sense. Devil tooting his own horn. Don't come and take a sniff in the streets. You gotta fight. You get punished for taking whips. To make that change for your team, gotta have New Jersey drive in the stomach for taking whips. I'm just trying to redeem with these handful of bars. Don't beat me for coming clean. To unify the hooks, if you know it, then come and sing. No bussin' while I'm sleep. Nightmares will come in dreams. Samurais really died from another sword. This is 1985 meets the hoverboard. That was Bobby Johnson potato, just the underscore.
85 hoverboard, Back to the Future.
Right?
I remember being a kid, seeing that for the first time, like, wow. Because, you know, back in the early 90s or some shit, when you watch Back to the Future.
It's gotta be real. He's really doing it.
It was pretty cool, but, you know, now, I mean, those movies kind of, they hold up pretty good. I watched them all recently.
They're fun to watch, yeah. You know?
Like, I'm definitely
Pretty
a
cool
fan of the
entertainment.
first two. The third one's, I like the Western shit too, but it's, yeah.
Yeah, they were all, I mean,
They're all good.
They were really good, yeah. Rare, good trilogy of movies, you know what I mean?
But every time he's on the hoverboard, I'm like, how's he going to get it going? He's like trying to kick that fucking air or some shit when he gets stuck on the water.
Yeah, you gotta have power to go over water.
Think deep, but don't let it fry your motherboards. Dip deep, so now the pain's plural, but this is Junior's mural.
And like I've said before in other songs, like I think Cannabis song, like, I mean, if Jesus died for all sins that will ever be, we have to live them all.
Yeah.
Before he will come back. Because, I mean, if he died for that shit, he's like, you're going to go through it. So
guess what's been happening forever.
Yeah, so
for
so we've been
time.
living through the sins that he is forgiving us for.
Lupe's nuts. That's what inspires shit. I mean, like spontaneous conversation that you
never would have had this conversation.
You wouldn't think about
had we
some
not
of these
sat
things,
and listened to
like
Mural.
Damn.
Yeah, Junior, exactly. It'd be cool interesting to go back to the first Mural and see what.
Get a little taste of it.
That was. Oh yeah, I mean, I was thinking like later go and listen to it, but yeah, let's listen to it.
Was it this one 8? It's almost 9 minutes.
Yeah. Mural was.
We'll do a little
intense.
bit.
We'll do a few minutes.
Think you're a good driver? Now's your chance to prove it.
Amazing driver.
Yeah, me too. Biatches. It's been a minute.
Probably a minute.
That's a different album cover. That's why.
Oh.
That's a very different second page. Sound familiar at all to you? I don't remember this one. Normally I would remember most of them. More recent ones too. Sure, I'll know when he kicks in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That bass player is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Raw chemicals, vitamins and minerals, and Vicodin within the tubes wrapped around the arm. To see the vein like a chicken on a bond. Top cat chat, let's begin another yawn. Is flying sausage cheese, or is it chicken palm?
Internet.
But roosters don't fly like boosters don't buy. So what powers cowards to get them to the top? Just to fall asleep, listen in the block. The ribbon in the sky is the ribbon that I drop. Dribbling the eye across the prism of a clock that lacks meaning, but racks up stacks of fat reading to catch cheap and wrapped up plants from trap dealings. Now what's the coffin with a scratch ceiling? And what's the talking without the match feeling? It's berry living and cherry picking every lemon from your berry system, then proceed with the pack feeding. When I was young, I had visions of another world, sneaking looks at the porn stash of my brother Hurl. Incense smoke made vortices and other curls, casting calls from porn films and ad space for rubber girls. I like my pancakes cutting swirls, Moroccan moles and undercover squirrels. I like cartoons, southern cities with large moons, faith healers, ex-female drug dealers, and art booms. Apologize for my weird mix. What tastes like hot dogs and tear drips, and looks like pantomime and clear bricks, and smells like shotguns and deer piss. They on they hunt, kinda salty that I'm going hard. First part of a party that I throw in pods. 1 minute you playing pool, next minute you throwing darts. But that's how you do with a party that you throwing bars.
Throwing bars.
I run the gambit like I'm throwing cards. From popular mechanics to overdosing hard. Paint cold pictures like Nova Scotian landscapes. Nerd gang, we Mandelbrot sets when we handshake 'em.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I mean,
Lupe's nuts. One of a kind, another artist. Said it multiple times because it's true. Fourth dimensional,
That's a
maybe
lot.
fifth dimensional. You know, like he goes, just like I said, he's complex as fuck.
and it's
The way he
in
puts his
most
bars
people
together.
are like small-brained and small-minded like me, and can't withstand
Give
that.
yourself a little bit more credit.
Can't withstand
But
that, and it's like, oh
Yeah, I
my,
know,
like,
I get where
I
you're
hear what
coming
he's
from.
saying, and like,
He's very intelligent, yes. And it's even like that Ross Koss is in the art of rap, that Ice-T documentary,
yeah,
and Ice-T's like, yeah, I'll play your stuff for some of my homies, like these straight gangsters, and they're like, man, this motherfucker made me think too much and shit, because he's hitting you with so much knowledge, you know what I mean? Though,
no,
he's
yeah,
another
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
another dude right there,
yeah.
like insane.
But I mean,
The way they form their bars.
It's
like,
a wonderful
dudes
beat.
Like that.
you know, the rapping is good. Why don't why don't people just have this on rotation until they understand it and know every word he's saying?
True fans
and,
do. But yeah,
you know,
people are scared of that conscious-minded shit, like the masses. You know what I mean?
but I mean,
We always talk about that. Needs to be at the forefront.
I mean, if you're
of
pissed
hip-hop,
off about the struggle,
not the fucking
like, think about something else
sex
and like,
party
you know,
shit.
learn this stuff instead of like every lyric to every.
I mean, Kendrick is
battle rap.
Kendrick's been holding that flag too, though. He's on that. He's a conscious-minded artist for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's good that he's been at the top of the heap for a while as far as he's been pushing that.
Yeah.
And that's good. We need more, like I said, Lupe, and we need guys have been doing it forever. Cannabis, K Reno, and
There's a better way to do shit than what we're doing it.
yeah.
And
There's always better ways.
it's just somebody's
People are
gonna
so
like
fucking complacent in the old shit.
it's hard to get the new way out to the people. You know,
Right.
like something
Like-
a little different to open.
Like
I don't even have
the mega masses, like to everyone.
an example. That's how
But people need to like want.
crazy like
That's the thing,
the
though.
difference is.
People need to like latch on to that.
But yeah, and with
You know what I mean?
how do you latch on to something? There's nothing to latch
It goes
on
back to like
that you don't know what to latch on to get the change.
you gotta know. It
different
goes back to
way.
you gotta know how to listen to it, and that's even with certain. If you're into hip hop, there's certain people are into just that type of hip hop. They're not gonna fucking if they stray from it. They're like
I mean,
I don't
I
wanna
was that
hear
way
this.
with like Metallica. Like when I discovered
Yeah.
Metallica, it was nothing but Metallica. Like, oh, this is a good song.
Great
oh,
band.
is that a Metallica song? No, all right, well, it
Right?
sucks.
But you gotta hey, you grow.
But
as
now,
you get older.
there's tons of music I like,
It's awesome,
and
especially over the past 3.5 years.
yeah,
Since we've been doing this.
especially because now there's a whole nother genre or two or three of music
It's
that
crazy.
I wouldn't even
Conscious-minded
give
hip hop,
Metallica.
man. There you go. Yeah, that's the best shit.
And also, I mean, I could have sat here and been like, yeah, this is shitty. But that's not how I feel.
right.
You know what I mean? Like there's some of the
Overall, all these songs are There's been a couple. I mean, it depends on if you're feeling it or not, but or what's the
Like,
subject matter and
Dance
all that
with
shit.
the Devil,
Is it-
Dance with the Devil, the Immortal Technique. Like,
Stop talking about that shit.
yeah, I know.
This shit's scary.
It hurts to even think about
That was
that
like
song.
2 or 3 years ago now. That
But-
reaction.
I like not the subject matter of the song, but I like what that song did to me. Broke my mind, like
Dude.
snapped it hard. Like
Well said, because that's exactly what happened to me. Like it was so intense.
to where
Like every
a lot of his songs gave me anxiety.
every
after.
bar was like, I don't want to hear anymore. That's the way it was for me.
And you could
It was
tell.
more
I'm thinking to
intense,
myself,
'cause
some
you-
shitty shit's
you know
going
he's
to go down.
Building to this climatic like just cataclysmic moment
Yeah.
where it's like I don't
Like
want to
they're
fucking
abducting
find
this
out. I
woman.
don't want to find out what happens.
They
This
drag her up to it. Like, come on.
But
But I mean, my mind has had time to heal from it, and like, I
He's
have
just
that
telling-
much more
he's just telling those true stories. Like
ground to stand on, to see and think about
she
shit.
actually like knew these people or whatever. He's telling that's just crazy the way it just.
And like the mind in like with my son, he needed a spacer to widen out his palate, and I first thought it was gobbledygook, and I'm like, yeah, let's try it. But then I understood, and I could see like his teeth were widening out, and then he had room for all his teeth. Like, they were huge fucking teeth, and the mind is like that, and if you listen to songs and music like this, it will widen your palate, and like
Good metaphor, dude. That's good.
that's what it made me think about.
We're out on that note.
You have to stick this little wrench in his mouth.
Pieces forever. Such values. Our biscuits, we always keep it open.